welcome to the Pretty Red ENT show. It's your girl goddess Naquita, aka Pretty Red ENT. All right, and if nobody told you they loved you today, just know that goddess Naquita, she loves you today, okay? And I want to say I am sending so much love and light out to the universe, okay? Like, shout out to God, shout out to the universe, shout out to whoever you believe in, even if it's yourself, okay? Like, shout out to you. So I'm sending some love and light out to that, okay? How have you beautiful people been doing? I really missed y'all. I gotta say that I really missed y'all. I apologize. I've been busy. As y'all know, I'm like done with school, so I'm kind of happy about this. But here's what I want to say. Uranus is moving into Gemini, guys. And so this is about swift changes that happens. Like, unexpected things happening. Whatever house Gemini is in your birth chart, you probably want to figure that out because you're going to have 7 years of just like changes happening. Bow, 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 bow. You ready? It's kind of like shots fired. So I wanted to tell y'all. But today is the full moon. Today, May 1st, we have a full moon. At the end of May, we also have a full moon. So, hey, what about that? Okay. This full moon was all about them secrets and hitting things that you probably didn't know, but now you know now. Okay? So sorry. Some of y'all had to find this out. So, but I want to talk about something that's so important. And when I say like, I feel like it's important, I feel like this is top tier because I'm a lover girl. I feel like this is top tier, the things you might need to know, right? Somebody was saying recently, he's like, what happened if everything just works out the way how you originally thought it was going to work out? Like, what? Why? Okay, like, what happened if it works out a little bit better than what you thought it was going to be? Sometimes you got to wish for the stars. Why wouldn't you wish for the stars, right? Like, you're not going for the whole universe. You're not going for the galaxy. Never, ever play yourself short from who you are and what you can do and what you bring to the table. I always tell people, like, when I shoot my shot, I shoot my shot. I've been shooting 3 points since I've been little, since I've been a baby. Okay. I've been doing this. This isn't nothing new. I'm true to it and I'm not new to it. Okay. But I say this to get y'all in this loving feeling to be accepting to changes, because some changes are maybe changes that you need to make, right? And some people, they be like, I don't like change. I just like to do the same thing over and over again. Do the same routine. No, it doesn't work. Okay? Like, if things haven't worked out and you've been doing the same thing forever, like, you might want to change your equation and do that over again. Okay? Because I remember the first time I ever heard that, I was at church. I was in North College Hill at this church my mom took us to. And he was like, some of y'all be wanting to do different things, but y'all keep getting the same results when you keep doing the same thing. So you got to do something different in order to get different results, right? And I think about that to say, like, wow. Like, what happened if you've just been doing the wrong thing and that's the reason why you haven't got the right results that you've been looking for? You just keep doing the wrong thing. You keep doing the wrong thing and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get this result. I am trying to bake a cake. But you keep forgetting, like, you need certain ingredients. You need water. You might need milk. You might need butter. You might need a lot of different things. But you can't bake this cake because you keep doing what you think the box says, right? And people are guilty of this, right? I remember one day I was up there in the nap, actually. My cousin just died. Shout out to my baby. She always with us. That's my baby. But she passed away and I went to the nap. And this dude's mom looked just like my cousin's. Awkward story. It wasn't, but it was what it was meant to be, right? So she gets up there, his aunt is cooking. She's like, oh, I was like, well, how you bake your cake? And she's like, I was like, let me give you something different. And she's like, I just can't master the cake in a box to make it taste like good and soft and stuff. I'm like, you know how to do that? She's like, nah. I was like, I got something for you. So I gave her a recipe that my mom taught me as a little girl. And then bam, she tries it. She's like, wow. I said, see, and when I think about that, if she didn't take a risk to do a change, she would not have got the results that she was trying to get, which was a soft moisture cake. If it wasn't for me giving her that, right? She could have easily looked it up. But even when you look that up to get a moisture cake, you don't get this one ingredient that tell you like, hey, you might be doing a box cake. You might want to try this one thing to get you different results, right? So I think about that in a point of view, like if you're trying to get a result when it comes to love or different things like that, I always tell people like change it up, okay? Spice it up, change it up. Think about it, right? Like if you usually go for, I want these thugged out version men, or you like a certain type of woman, like change your view of women. Prime example, shout out to me, okay? Shout out to the MVP of the world, Craig, because the MVP of the world right now, the most valuable player of the game right now is me, okay? I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, I just feel that way about myself. You ain't got to feel that way about me. But I feel that way about me. So I am the MVP right now. But I told my cousin one day, he came over my house and we was chilling. And my cousin's like, well, do you think that you could do me a favor? And I was like, yeah. So me and him just started talking. And I was like, huh. Because first of all, how we found out that we were people was real mad crazy. But my cousin, me and him just be kicking it. And he'd be talking and he'd be asking me questions about like different women and different stuff like that. And I was like, well, you trying to achieve something when it comes to these women, but you're also a player. How can you achieve love, but you don't know how to like, you want to settle down, but you're dating all of these women. You have different goals that you have with these women, but you really want a wife. And so me and him got down to the nitty gritty. And so here's what I will tell you. My cousin was talking. I was like, so, and I was like, well, you want to know who your wife is? He was like, yeah. I said, it's the one who you open her door and then she opens yours. She just politely taps in the inside. Now, mind you, as a woman, you don't have to do that. But in his particular situation, he's dating a lot of women. He's like, I want to narrow it down. And I was like, well, this will be a woman that she don't always have to get your door, but you should always get a woman's door, by the way. Men, you should always get a woman's door. That's kind of crazy that you're not doing that, okay? But if your woman can just lean over, especially if it's at nighttime, she could just tap and let the door open for you. Like, yeah, she really likes you and she's going to care for you. And I told him this. I don't know if y'all remember me talk about it on my podcast, but I did. I told him this. And boom! And I said, out of all the women you date, just make sure you do that. And especially for the real ratchet one. You be like, this girl's just ratchet. She just this, and that. I'm like, she's just on defense. She is in survival mode. And she needs a man to help her not be in survival mode, right? There's a way to demasculate her without making her feel like, oh, you're too masculine. So Mia was talking about all this, like, how does he do this? And whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, skip. So I gave him some little pointers. To this day, he's now married to this girl. The girl who he said was so ratchet. He was like, man, she's the only one that opened the door for me. It's crazy. I all took him out on each night of the week. I took him out and bam, she's the only one that opened the door for me. I was like, now look at that. See? And I'm like, try it. Like, you're so quick to judge somebody, and people have this thing where they could be shy in the beginning. They can have anxiety on going out on dates. Maybe some people have never been with someone who knows how to lead, right? So in order to achieve his goal, he had to try something different, which he ain't used to opening doors for women. Like, what? Like, where you come from? I just thought this out here. Like, what are you doing? Right? Because when I'm dating a man or I would like a man, like my man better open that door. He gotta make me feel like a woman. And if he don't make me feel like a woman, I'm not going to like that. Because at that point, I feel like I want to go open your door the way how you supposed to open mine to make you feel the way how I'm supposed to feel. So that's the way you can see, like, oh, I need you to do this. Or I'm going to make you feel some type of way, right? But I'm just saying, like, you got to change things up in order to get the results that you want. And I'm just bringing this back to Uranus and Gemini, okay? If you want, these changes are going to pop up. It could be a career change. It could be something that you are doing that it could be anything, right? You could be like, oh man, I really want to get in stocks and bonds. And you don't know which way to go, but bam, you find real estate. Okay. You find real estate. You're like, wow, okay, I can really get into this. I can get groovy. I can get jiggy with this. I can get groovy. Okay. I'm so groovy. Okay. That's the future. Somebody listening to that song. It's a message for y'all. And that song. But if you think about it, change is what we need. And a lot of people don't look at change like that. But if you look at nature changes, right? You got the trees grow leaves, it drops the leaves, it grows the leaves. It changes over time, right? This with the seasons. We are inevitably supposed to be changing like this. Now, okay, I'm just throwing that out there. Like Uranus moved into Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. And most people be like, what? It's an air sign. So I feel like communication and things how you communicate are going to be effective when it comes to this change. And most people are like, what? Like, yes. I've noticed in a way how like I communicate and how it's coming up for me the way I need to. And I'm like, nah. It won't leave until I say the way I want to go. Like, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to. Nope, I don't want to do that. I don't like the way how you spoke to me. I don't like the way how you interpret me. And it's going to be a lot of changes. And I think that this transit is going to impact everybody. Not just some people, but everybody. But y'all got to be very careful. I always tell y'all when it's time for y'all to be very careful, okay? Because I've been seeing some crazy stuff going online. I wasn't on TikTok. I fasted from TikTok for Lent, okay? This is something I gave up. It's TikTok. I jumped back on TikTok. I did not know some places was getting flooded. Okay, I keep trying to tell y'all, there's people to play with and there's not some people to play with, okay? And the people to play with, the people not to play with is my ancestors, okay? I don't know, why would you even go there with, I wouldn't even play with them. If I don't play with them, then you shouldn't. But if y'all come at the Black American ancestors crazy, please believe they stand on business right now. And if I was you, I would abort mission. Abort mission. I remember sitting down. No lie. I remember sitting down on campus and I heard about Roswell being flooded. Roswell, New Mexico. And I was like, wow. There's a lot of blood that was shed in New Roswell. They killed a lot of Black American ancestors over there. And they just magically, they're flooding. Their town is underneath water. Yeah, I don't see that happening for no reason. If you know, then you know. Okay? If you know, then you know. Right? Boom. And I was like, I did a lot of research on the towns that was near there. And I was like, yeah, because some people, they think they got to know who they playing with. See, because some people, some people ancestors be trolling. They be trolling. The ancestors be trolling. I gotta say that. Like, I love them, okay? I love my ancestors, okay? Like, databomb.com. They do be trolling. And so I always tell people, like, you gotta be careful because when they start trolling, you think it's a game and it's not a motherfucking game at all. You think that you're outsmarting somebody. You're not outsmarting them motherfuckers. You better outsmart your goddamn self, okay? Boom. I literally say this to a man. We sat down and talked for like an hour and I was telling him my theory on what's going on and why it's flooding over there, right? And so some people be like, you know what? I don't know about this. I don't know about that, right? Fast forward, Black History Month come up. They paid a dude to come in to talk about a town that was in New Mexico. Fine, right? Dude sits down and literally say that the dude just tried the descendant of the town that these people stole that land from, try to go back and get that land, and the very next day he left it flooded. I said, what did he just say? Dude who I'm sitting next to, mind you, he's so funny. The dude I'm sitting next to just was like, oh my gosh, you just said that. You just sat there in a chair in the library and said the same thing. Now, this is what I tell people, right? I'm like, you gotta be careful on who you're messing with. Cause people be thinking like our ancestors don't stand on business. You're crazy. You're dumb. You really need to go tighten your shit up. Okay. Like if you really think the Black American ancestors are just some people you just told with and you troll, you think that you powerful than them, baby. I ain't got go find you something safe to do. I promise you that. Like, cause they be trolling, but they definitely be standing on business. And so if you want to go there, you could go there, but I just suggest that you leave me up out of it. I always tell people, leave me up out of the politics. I just tell you what's real, what's not. So crazy is that man just literally sat up there and said the same thing I just said. I said, why don't they just give them back the property? Give it back. If you know you stole it, give it back. Right? I'm always a person like, you gotta understand something. There's a time to play and there's a time not to play. This time right now is not the time to go up against anybody who is a descendant of a Black American. I promise you that. This is not the time. Find you something safe to do. Now, I'm not the only person that is telling y'all that. I'm just trying to suggest this like, hey, like people, I just be like, look, I love the ancestors. Okay. I love my ancestors. I love the ancestors. You got to know when there's a time to play and when there's not. They're sitting on business right now because y'all keep playing with them and thinking y'all think that it's a game. Like it's really not a game. So bam, we're sitting in here talking. I'm telling dude, like, they okay with you telling a story about this shit. What they not okay with you telling is the other shit that some of these people in this room should not be knowing right now. Period. And that's just me just being like blunt, but being like honest about it. Cause I'm like, I'm only here to tell you, be careful what you say to a group of people because some people are not supposed to know that, right? Mind you, I walk up, do a book signing. I come up. Next thing I know, he was like, he act like he ain't want to talk to me. He talked to everybody else. As soon as I came up, he's like, you should be teaching this class. Maybe I should. Okay. But then he goes in and he's like, who do I sign this book to? I said, the one and only. Now, so crazy is dude who I told this story to. He like, man, I ain't messing with you. He's like, anything you want, I'm just going to assist you moving forward. You don't be playing no games. You know what the fuck you be talking about. That's crazy. Baby, when you are tapped into spirit, spirit does not lead you wrong. I'm telling y'all, if you have done something to any Black American ancestor and their descendants is here, give it to them. Give it to them. The more that you hold on to it without just giving it, you know what? I don't even want it. Go back, please. Go back to where you came from. I don't want it. If you keep something that belongs to the Black American ancestors, baby, you're going to have to pay for that. And I cannot control what the fuck go on because you think that you bigger than the program. Okay? You're not bigger than the program. And so some people recently just fucked around and found out. Okay? And this is what we talk about all the time. Like, whatever the fuck you got going on. And a lot of people don't understand that. You got to leave us the fuck alone. One. Two is, if we are telling y'all and warning y'all, then you should also know that we don't put out warnings not unless we're trying to save y'all ass. Okay? So this goes for anybody. Like, you right now, like, if you stole something from somebody or you know something or you got something of theirs, you better give that shit back. You have X amount of days. Like yesterday, you better get that shit back. Like, you know what? Let me get this back to y'all. You got days. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, yeah, when I get up and just go, you better not go visit where I just left or where I'm going. I literally was in Arkansas. I was like, man, I gotta go home. I got X amount of days, so I gotta get home. And I was so upset, like, bro, I gotta go home. I gotta go. I finally took off. I left. The very next day, a tornado came through, wiped it out. Just wiped it out. I be telling people, like, y'all gotta understand who to play with and who not to play with. And this is just me giving a PSA, like, because this is about change, right? Like, y'all gotta stop playing with the Black American community, especially for the spiritual community. I have sat back and I've just been listening. I promise you one thing for sure. Spirit has me listening. Sit, listen. Look what they're saying to certain people. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, please, y'all. Forewarning. And then I'm going to move back on to what I'm talking about. Y'all got to be careful on how y'all talking to the Black American descendants. Because the ancestors are standing on business since y'all think they so pussy. And I don't know who that's to, whatever, because you're not bigger than the program. That's all I want to say. You on our land, we ain't on yours. So that's the difference. We're not stuck in here with y'all. Y'all stuck in here with us. And people are about to start to understand that. Like, we just be trying to be like, can we just keep the peace? Can y'all just vote for the shit to get us our shit so that way y'all can be left the fuck alone? No, you still want to be dicks. Well, you want to be a dick, you're going to get butt fucked. Flat out. And I hate to say it like that on my podcast, but this is very strong in me about putting this message out. So I hope that y'all understand, like, please stop playing with the Black American ancestors. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Please, please, please do not play around. If you took something, you got something, let it go. If it has something to pertain to do with these Black ancestors, you have X amount of days. And this is a warning. I don't know who this is for, but it's a warning. Like, and I'm usually the person that gives out warnings. Like, hey, you might want to pipe that down just a tad bit. You got something? Give it away. Tell them go. Just let them go. You don't lose anything by letting them go. Okay? So this is just PSA, public service announcement. I'm just doing my due diligence to make sure y'all know what's going on. Okay? Shots fired. But anyways, guys, when it comes to change, y'all got to be ready for this. Like, and I feel like a lot of people are like, they're going to be ready, but some of y'all might not be like, y'all might be kind of shocked. Like, oh my gosh, this is happening. Like, really? Wow. Some things that you probably like, your deepest desire might be coming to fruition. Like you probably wanted to play in a band when you were a kid. Now you're a school teacher or you're doing real estate. I don't know about real estate. Somebody needs to look into real estate. Now you're doing real estate, right? And you're here. Now, all of a sudden, opportunity, change comes along, and now you're over here playing in the band because you got Uranus and Gemini just saying, we're going to mess this all up. You thought you were doing that? Not tonight. You're going to be doing exactly what you said you was going to do. Because this is technically your real path on where you were supposed to go. Some of these changes is to make you, they are here to make you be better and to do better. Okay? It's not something that you can just say like, oh, I just want to let go. I don't want to be a part of it. No, this is not that. These are changes where they are helping you and aligning you to the best path forward. So sit back, embrace the change. A lot of people they don't know what change is and how to embrace that, right? So I always like to say this, and I give this story out so that way it can help people out when it comes to change. I'm like, imagine you in a swimming pool, because I'm a swimmer, okay? Like, I am a swimmer. And you just sit in a swimming pool, you get on your back, and you just lay there. And you just see where the water is going to take you. That's the kind of change you need to be up to. Because you might be thinking you going straight, but then you end up by the wall. Okay? But you might not know why you end up by the wall, because there's some crazy stuff going over here on the left side. So you got to go up the wall because now you need to go up the ladder. So that's kind of like God, the universe, your angels, your ancestors, Allah, whoever you believe in is like, hey, look, I'm trying to give you a different way out. Okay? I'm one of them people, like, you gotta pay attention to like the things of like what's going on. You might think that, oh, I gotta know. This no might lead you into a yes. One rejection leads you to something that you always wanted. Why wouldn't you take that? Some people are like, I didn't want to stop doing that. I love my job. I love the relationship I was in. Like, maybe the relationship you was in was not the relationship you was supposed to motherfucker be in. So your relationship had to end so that way you can walk into a better relationship than what you already had before. It's your heart's desire. It's the universe. The universe is conspiring for you and to you. It's not working against you. If you listen to a reader, they tell you the universe is working, they're capping. Everything we do is love. And if you're not looking at stuff like that, then you need to change your mind frame in order to get you to program into what you need to do. Because there ain't no God that you serve that will tell you that you do not deserve love. Everyone deserves love. God wants you to be in love, right? Allah wants you to be in love. Like, whoever you believe in wants you to be in love. Like, a lot of people believe in their ancestors right now, which they should. And it's like your ancestors want you in love. Your ancestors love you so much that they're willing to set up opportunities for you to obtain the goal that you want to achieve in every area of your life. So why not do it, right? Why fight against something that is here to make you a better person? Right? Like, you might have thought you was going to work at Amazon. You was going to be there forever. Nope. Here come my white collar job. Prime example with me is I remember I was working at Wendy's and I'm like, this just isn't for me. Like, I do not see myself working here forever. I'm just here momentarily, right? Like, it's hood, it's ratchet, it's ghetto down here. But I had so much fun. I got to meet so many people and different things like that. And then like, boom, this change came. And I started working at CheckSmart, right? I'm starting to do loans and cash checks and like, and it's so crazy because I think it was like 70 people interviewed for that job. And the lady called me and she's like, I kind of want to hire you from over the phone. And I'm like, what? What? She want to hire me over the phone? Yeah. I beat out like 75 people to get that job. Like I was meant to have that job. I was meant to go through these experiences that I went through. And it have made me a better person. But if I wasn't up for the challenge to that, I wouldn't have been in the place of everything I learned at CheckSmart, counting money. The way how I had to count money at CheckSmart was so fluent to the point where, bam, here we go. I'm now working at the casino. I'm working in cage around the largest money. I'm working a poker room by myself in cage. Like what? I done did some things to the point where it only got better. And then I started working. I was an elite supervisor at a bank, a well-known bank, where I'm only dealing with people who has over $1 million in their account. Like what? It only got better. But imagine if I wasn't up for the change. Like I would have been holding myself back from a destiny where I was supposed to go, which led me to everything that's conspiring and led me to where I am today, to be sitting on this podcast talking to y'all about change and how to accept the change, because no matter what you're doing, everything is going to make it better. One no turns into 5 yeses, and 5 yeses of heart space where you're just full of nothing but love. Like imagine you sitting somewhere at your job because you're so comfortable there and you're like, you know what? I like doing this. I like doing this. I like doing this. And then bam, like you really get the job that you really wanted to do a few years ago. You get an opportunity to take this shot and you take it. And now you're like happy as hell. You're more happier than the job that you were content at. Like, oh, things only get better. Things only get better. Everything goes up. Okay. If you started down, it gotta go up. You ain't got no reason but to go up. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't go up, because you can. Who are they to tell you that you can't do that? Who died and made you Jesus Christ? Right? Like that's one of the expressions we use in America. I don't know. I got a lot of people that listen to this overseas. So this is an expression that we use. Like, who died and made you Jesus Christ? Like, are you serious right now? You're capping. Okay. But accept the changes that are happening to you. I know some people it's going to affect them differently, like depending on which houses that Gemini sits in their birth chart. It's going to affect you differently. But I feel like no matter if you apply this astrology wise, apply it to your life, like do something different. Dare to be different. I was just telling somebody the other day, I was like, you know what? You kind of wear all these like colors that's like dull. Like, how about you try some bright colors? Literally, I was like, try some bright colors. Literally, they tried some bright colors and guess what happened? Bam, got the job they wanted. Somebody came up to them with an opportunity to get the job they really wanted. They didn't even interview for it. But mind you, this person never wears anything bright, like how I wear bright stuff. Like, so they were like, wow, like you really helped me. Like you seen something that I did not see. And I'm like, maybe you always seen it, but you were scared to do it because you got comfortable with this thing that you're in now. Do something different. You know, like ask the person that you might like, oh, I want to love you right now. Can I love you? I'd like take a risk, take risks on your heart, take a risk on your career, take risks in your personal life. Just take a risk, do something different, because you don't want to fight against the universe energy. You never want to fight against God's energy, right? You never want to fight against Allah energy. You don't want to fight against whoever you believe in energy, right? Like, just embrace it. For like, you know what? Maybe you want to go left today for work, but it was a detour. So you had to go right. You really don't like going right. Bam, but you went right and then you met the love of your life. Look at that. All because you did a change. Oh, maybe you just let go of the wrong friends. Maybe you just stop being friends. Look, you know what? I don't like the way how you are as a person, right? Boom, you let this person go. Guess what happens? Now you got the right friends. You just run into a random group of friends. Hey, you just meet them and like, I just click. Like, I just know this person is meant to be in my life and I'm happy about it. You never know, right? Like, you gotta be up for the experience. You have to be up for love. The universe is love. God is love. Your angels and ancestors are love, right? Allah is love. You gotta tap into love to love yourself more and more each day. I'm telling you, the one thing I can tell you what is so powerful in these moments that are coming up right now is just to experience more love within yourself and to guide yourself through that love. Be there, be present, show up, embrace the change, right? Like, I know sometimes I have a problem with change, and I'm not going to sit over here and lie to y'all and say, oh, I don't have a problem with change. Nah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I spiral in a way where people around me who are not my friends don't even realize I'm spiraling. And then people I can just meet yesterday be like, hey, you all right? You seem like you're overwhelmed. I was literally, shout out to this person because they know who they are. So if they was serious, they know who they are. But I literally just met a person I just feel like we're really cool. And this person was like, yeah. I was like, man, I don't know. Like, I never really looked at like, there is a lot of things ending in my life right now. And I didn't take that time to really examine, like, why do I feel this nervous? What the fuck is going on? Like, why the fuck is this happening? I'm literally saying this, like, why is this happening? Like, I don't really do anything wrong. All I do is put out good energy, put out love. Like, why is all this stuff ending at one moment with me? Bam, 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 skippity scam. Next thing, this person's like, you're at a cross. I was like, I was talking to this person. I said, I'm at a crossroad. Like, and it's not like my crossroad is like how normal people, they don't know which direction to go. Like, I'm at a crossroad where I know the path to go. Okay. Like, it's just like everything just ended. Like, why? And this person was just like, but it's just to make you better. It's to make you better. You are going to have a great time. You're going to experience some new things. Like, so this person literally said to me, the universe always fills a void. For everything that is ending, something new has to come to that. Because the universe always fills a void. And I never thought about it in that way until this person explained it. And I was like, wow. I mean, I would have said something totally different. Like, you know, like some things got to end for things to begin. But I never looked at it like the universe always loves you. So they had to fill a void. A void has to be filled with a space and a spot because the universe loves you that much that it just don't want to see you without. So that's how I feel like with change, how that applies to change is that you got to do something different and things just got to just pop up and just happen. Like, in order for you to do exactly what you're supposed to do, don't fight against the energy. Don't. Yeah, you might want to be you might want to make clothes, right? No. Guess what? Today, tomorrow, you're probably going to be a taxi driver. You might not know why you're going to be a taxi driver because you might got to give somebody a ride that's going to give you an opportunity where you can show your work to where you skip the fucking line. You don't never know. So you gotta be up for these changes. Embrace them. Love them. Like, oh my gosh. Like I've just, you gotta sometimes take a leap of faith and just be like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the edge of this cliff. Now, don't do this for real. This is metaphorically speaking, okay? I'm gonna go to the edge, just fall. Because I know the universe is going to catch me every time. Every time. Not sometimes, but every time. You got to understand, like, you got to have that trust and that faith that is undeniable, unsearchable, to know that you're going to land on your 2 feet. Are you going to land the way that you need to land? Right? Me, I'm like, nope, my magic cards are going to catch me anyways. Right? Like, that's just me. My magic card is going to catch me anyways. But you got to be able to step into faith and step in the way that you need to step and know. You can't just walk out somewhere and just be like, no. You got to know that your ancestors is behind you. You got to know that God is behind you. You got to know that Allah is behind you. Whoever y'all believe in, you got to know that. You got to feel it in your bones. You got to believe it in your spirit, in your soul. You got to know that. You step by faith, not by mind. You got to know that. You got to walk, you got to talk, you got to breathe, you got to eat it, you got to trust it. I'm telling you, I had plans to do other things. But all my plans seem to be going a different way. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's roll with it. Bucket. Okay. Now, some of y'all don't know what that is. That's that that Beyonce trend they had going on TikTok. Where they're like, bucket, get out of the way. Like, it was just going down, dancing, twerking. But the whole thing is that, like, that's how I feel. Like, I had plans to do something else, and it's just like, let's go this way. This is the better route, but it's not even a better route. I was like, I just feel like it's leading me to something that's so beautiful. Everything I do is beautiful. Whether I cry, whether I smile, whether I laugh, whether I write myself a letter, it don't matter. I'm so in love with me. It's not even funny, but everything I do is beautiful. For every change is a beautiful thing. It's just like a train. And it's on its tracks. And the next thing you know is it's supposed to go straight, but instead it goes right, like shoo. But if it would have went straight, it would have probably been going straight forever. Okay, you would have missed the beautiful mountains that was on the right-hand side because the train went right. You got to see the mountains, you got to see the thing. Or if you would have kept going straight, something could have been there waiting for you that shouldn't have been there. But now that you don't went right, you can see the scenery, you can see the sun, you can see the moon, you can see all these people that are bright. You get to see the scenery. And now you get to experience something different besides doing the same thing. Change it up. Switch up the tempo, baby. Switch up the tempo. Yeah, I know that Chris Brown song, Tempo. Y'all need to listen to it. Got a message in there for y'all. But that's for somebody. But switching it up is never an issue, especially when the universe is assisting with this. It's always patient. It's always kind. It is not something that happens and it's just like, like, yeah, it might feel like that at first, but if you actually sit back and look at it like, damn, this change was pretty awesome. I needed this. I needed this. And I'm just happy about it. Like, I'm telling y'all this because I went through a change where I'm like, you know what? I keep getting the same results. I'm here. I need to go find something. I started 2 years before I actually decided I had to make a decision on where I was going, how I was going to do it. And I feel like it was always in his plans for me to be where I'm at in China. Right? Like I landed over here in this area of China. I was supposed to be in a different part of China, but I'm in this part of China. And I'm like, wow. And all the blessings and miracles and stuff that was happening to me since I've been in this particular area in China is like, wow, how could I ever be upset? Right? Like, how can I be upset? How can I tell you that I'm not supposed to do what I'm supposed to do right now? Like, I just feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be at. But I had to take those risks. I had to do those changes. It's like the universe, it was just like, you want to keep staying here? All right. The universe started doing mad stuff. Like it was just, I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go right now. And what's that, Tory Lane? I ain't been broke in a minute. Like, I just feel like I have never felt so complete until I moved. Like, spiritually, physically, like my body is being fed, it's being loved on, everything worked out better than what I thought it was. I took a leap of faith with a little mustard seed. And, because some people believe in that. Like, some people don't. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to tell you something. But I believe in a little mustard seed that just grew into this beautiful plant. Like, I don't know. Like, I just can't unsee that. Like, I just feel it. I just think, like, if you're asking me, how can I embrace this change? It's like, do something different. Like, oh, you like to wear your hair down? Wear it up. You like to wear your hair up? Wear it down. You like to wear your hair natural? Do it in a different natural style. Or take your hair straight. Just do something different. You cannot go wrong by doing something different, being somebody who you're supposed to be. Loving on yourself the way you're supposed to. Do something different. Because this right here is going to lead you to where you're supposed to be. It's your path. Dare to be different. I remember Sierra, the Blue CD, for all my Sierra fans, or anybody that's an R&B junkie like I am. Sierra had that Blue CD, in every song she did a monologue on, right? And in one of her songs, she's like, dare to be different. She said, it's not about what you wear, it's about the way how you rock it. And every time I heard that, people used to always ask me, like, where you get your clothes at? One time, I purposely went and bought Family Dollar clothes just to show people that what she was saying was not incorrect. I went and purposely bought Family Dollar clothes for like the whole summer. I don't know. I just did this for an experiment. Now, see, this is how I feel like I was always meant to be in the field that I'm in. Because I was doing little mini experiments before I have to do it when it counts. So I'm doing this experiment where I'm like, and everybody's like, man, I like your gear. Where you get that from? I was like, Family Dollar. It's like, you got that from where? I'm like, Family Dollar. The whole outfit, besides the shoes. My shoe game is totally different. The whole outfit from Family Dollar. But it's not about what I wore. It's about the way how I rocked it. My self-confidence, it's me, my aura. Like, oh, damn, like, that's hard. Like, where you get that from? I'm like, yeah, Family Dollar. Walmart. You gotta love what you do, and you gotta love you enough to rock whatever you got going on, right? So I feel like whatever changes you got going on, embrace them. Like, because right now the universe is working on me with changes with like speaking up for myself, like, and not so much being the peacemaker. It's more like, okay, like how I feel about it is like my answers would be like, okay, I don't like how they talk to you, but I'm gonna need you to say something first, because how you be feeling internally be having us on guard. Okay. And we already on guard because that's what we do. And so a lot of times I just be thinking to myself, like, how can I learn to communicate and say the things that I need to say? Right? Because I might say, I want to go this way. And then I'll be feeling like, what? My answers be, you need to exactly say, I'm like, gotta be like, you gotta say exactly what you will. So guys, my challenge to you all is, if you don't like the places where you are at, say where you want to go, right? And then trust that the universe has you to make these changes on where you're trying to go. Because the universe ain't gonna not make this change the way that you need to go. Like, period. So that's one of the most important things that I can tell you. Like, embrace the change, say where you want to go, how you want to do it, because these things are going to come up regardless if you like it or not. They're going to come up. They're coming up for everybody. It's not just like, oh, it just happened to me. No, it's collectively happening to the group. Be ready for change. Your relationship status might change. You might have thought like, oh, I'm just dating this person. No, you might be getting married. Hello. Or you might be doing something where you were single and now a big change has happened. Like, you done met somebody, now you're caught up in a romantic story. You have to be willing to embrace the change, because change is inevitably, it is made there for you. And in change, that's where your true path lies. Open it up. Be willing to do that. Try something different. Speak your truth. If you're not used to speaking your truth, the universe will change that, where you gotta speak your truth. You gotta stand on business about you, right? Sometimes you can't keep the peace because you gotta say what's on your mind, because that's what the universe needs you to do. If this person starts speaking up more, I'm gonna need them. So the universe starts setting up little things to help you change that about yourself. Okay, this person needs to speak. They need to speak. They need to speak. You were quiet too long. Now you got to talk. The universe will make that. And the universe will make you do that. Because the universe loves you so much. God loves you so much. Your angels and ancestors love you so much. They don't want to see you keep doing the same thing, the same old routine. Change it up. I remember one time, shout out to my stalker. It's like, I don't want to say that for real, because he gonna know I'm talking about him. But one day, this dude, I went on a date with him, and he's like, yeah, I already knew where you lived at. I said, how do you know where I lived at? He said, because you drive the same way. Change up your routine. Do something different. Don't just drive the same route. That's dumb. And I feel like in that moment, he was trying to tell me something, but I don't want to call him my stalker because he was my homie at that time. But like, he was right though. Like, I can't just keep doing the same thing. So I'm so funny. Like, I used to park in the same parking lot. The one time I was trying to hide, right, y'all? And I reversed and parked into a different parking spot. And everybody was like, where's your car at? I'm like, my car's outside. They were like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. And so many people wasn't used to that they didn't even look in the same area. Switch it up. See how people react. See how you react. I kind of liked parked in the spot that I parked in until somebody called me. Like, she was like, where you going with those little bitty shorts on? Why you out your door looking at me, stalking me like that? Girl, I'm trying to be low. You over here hollering out the window when I'm trying to be low. It was funny though. But I just want to say that, like, don't be afraid of the changes. You might get some more things, like, some things might happen where you gotta step up. And that'll be okay, but you gotta do it. Like, you blessed, you are well worth it. Like, just embrace the change, be a part of love, be a part of happiness. You might have was a post office worker, and now look at you. You might be the next singer on stage. Embrace the changes that are coming up. They are meant to help you. They're not meant to harm you. They're not meant to keep you down. They are here to help you be a better person and to lead you to the path of where you're supposed to go. Just embrace them. Okay. I feel like people don't understand Gemini is a masculine energy. If y'all did not know that, hello, I'm here to tell y'all. But it can also be a feminine energy. It's a twin. So you got to see which way you on. Like, and this is not one of those, I'm a high vibrational person, so you're telling me that I should change and be a low vibrational. That is not what the hell I said, because y'all know that's not what I said. No, you want to stay, maybe you're a person where some people don't understand about love and light. And I be telling people all this and all that, because some people, this girl's like, yeah, them love and light workers. She was like, I don't like messing with those love and light workers, because some of them don't understand the power that they hold in the dark spaces. Maybe they do. Okay. Hypothetically, they do. Any like love and light worker know about dark. Y'all just don't hear us focus on that because we're trying to teach y'all there's power in that. Right? A lot of y'all don't realize that there's power in that. Okay. But some people don't realize that. Like, yes, you can embrace your dark side. The divine femme is just not about love. Huh? She's also about dark and putting you in your place too. The divine feminine energy it has risen. It's there. It's back to its original form. So, just embrace the changes that are coming up and know that you are on the right path. No matter if you don't know where you're going, it's a dark road, there's no light, but you know that you're supposed to keep going straight. What's the worst that can happen? Right? Like, oh, you might got to take a right instead of going straight, and bam, there you go. I was about to say landed at Tupac house, but you took a right, and now you right where you need to be at. Sometimes sometimes you might, if you even use the expression, even on like a subway train, like, okay, you probably never rode the train before. And maybe you got on the wrong train, but then you get off and then bam, you might be at the spot where you was trying to go because you got on the wrong train, which the wrong train kind of led you to the right spot. So you don't land it where you were supposed to be at. Because sometimes it's about the experience, guys. It's not about how you get there or what you do. It's about the experience. Are you experiencing love from the universe? But remember, guys, the universe always has to fulfill a void. It always wants to do that. And I never thought about it that way. To somebody explain it that way. Like, and if I explain it in a love way, it makes me feel like, damn, like the universe loves me that much that it doesn't want to see me without. So it has to fulfill a void. So remember that. Embrace the change. Embrace love. See how you can just work with change, because a lot of people don't like it. Some people just like doing the same thing. They get comfortable in that. But the universe don't want you just to sit down and be happy. The universe wants you to be happy, jumping up and down, laughing. You know what I'm saying? Experiencing things, having new experiences. So take your time to do this. Take your time to enjoy you. Take your time to enjoy the space. Take your time to just be wherever you think that you need to be at. And enjoy the changes that are coming up, because they're meant to make you the highest version of yourself and meant to lead you to the highest path where you're supposed to go. This does not mean that you go off and be toxic. This is not that opportunity. This is about, like, if you were toxic, the universe wants you to change that to not be so toxic. Right? To be more experienced to love. Just open it up to love. You have nothing to lose at all. But guys, tell me, what kind of changes that have you been experiencing recently? What changes do you want to experience? Like, let me know how you feel. Hit me up on any of my social media platforms and tell me how you feel about change. Do you like change? Do you not like change? How can you work on it? If you need some advice, hit me up. I'm more than willing to help you out with anything that you need help with. Please believe that. Like, free of no charge. But take the time out to look to see where you might be experiencing change at for the next 7 years. Like, take that time out to do the research on yourself. And if you can help somebody else, help them. This is me helping y'all because somebody helped me, so I'm helping y'all. But take the time out to embrace this change. Okay? But remember what I said, yo. I can't speak about everybody else's ancestors. I only know about the Black Americans' ancestors because all of them my ancestors. If you got anything that you took from them, you better pay that shit back to their descendants. They stand on business right now. They are not playing. Warning for whoever. There's somebody that's going to be listening to this podcast that needs to know that. If you got something of theirs, give it back. Do not wait. Do not go past go. Do not collect $200. Give it back. Okay? Guys, thanks for always tuning in and tapping into the Pretty Red ENT show. Make sure y'all go follow me on my webpage at theprettyredentshow.podbean.com or go follow me on any social media platform at the Pretty Red ENT show. Catch up on other episodes. Let me know how you feel about them. But let me know how you feel about change, though. Tell me what you think change means to you. Okay. But thank you for always tuning in and tapping into the Pretty Red ENT show. It's your girl, Goddess Naquita, aka Pretty Red ENT.